So understanding the options or settings for your drawing is going to be important, especially when you look at your textiles and your dimensions if you start dimensioning, some of these objects. So to get to the options on the command line, if you type in options, you'll get to this options dialog box. Now there's a couple other ways you can get to it. You can go to textiles or dimension styles and you'll get to the same location. But as you expand these options here, you'll see, how things are displayed, what your points size and type. So if you want your points to be an X or a circle or a dot, you can set those. Really, your unit system is important because you want to know whether you're in feet or meters. So you can see you can change it to different units. So everything that I've been doing so far has been in feet, which is what we expect. But if you are in meters, you can switch it to meters here. Um, there's other, angle precision, your coordinate system. You've got your options, your defaults, and your name. Now, it's not a coordinate system where you're going to have a state plane coordinate system or a UTS coordinate system. It's really just, which way is your XY looking at, and what is plan view. So, world is typically what you want it to be set at when you're working in what we call civil drawings. Centerline setting, same thing. What is the extension of that? Now, the draft or the drafting settings or styles you can see here is that you can set your default text style, what the font is, how tall it is. So this is where you'll start to modify your text styles. Other drafting settings, these are the ones that are current. So these are your active ones. So this is my current layer. This is your line style is, by layer, by color, so on and so forth, right? So you'll tweak and adjust these settings as needed. The one that we'll look at for dimension, you'll see is, you've got the size of your arrows, what they look like, whether they're closed filled, a box, right? So you have different settings to make your objects look a certain way. There's a table, so you can create tables within your project, and what they call a rich line. So those are where the options are. There's also other options like for line style. So if I type in line and I see line style and I pick on the line style box here, you can see that you can create different line styles. So I've got a construction fence line style. I've got this dash line style. So you can load these line styles and filter them and load them from different locations. So if you want a border or a batting, you can load those as well, and it comes from this inch dot line lin file. Right, you can do millimeter or inch. So if you click on browse, you can browse out and find that line style. So these line styles are actually in a separate file that can be loaded, and we can look at showing you how to create line styles in another chapter. So I'm going to click on it, close those line styles, but that's how you would get to the options. You got line style, you got dimension style. So if I type in dimension, uh, yeah, if I just start to go dimension style, it's right there. So that'll open up that same dialog box, which was options. So just showing you different ways to get to it, but options is probably your best bet.